air just smells of pasty. We've made it to Gear Farm. Delicious. Yes. I'm not having a drink today, just a pasty. Loving the fact that they've got like a pasty made of thatch. Brilliant. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Bright Side. Today, we've ventured out to Poldhu Cove. So let's go check it out. And the journey was all too much for AJ. And at this car park, you're only charged from April 1st to October 31st. So, over the winter period, this is a free car park. How about that? That's, you know, it's a miracle, isn't it? Alright, we made it. Poldhu, which is Cornish for black pool. Not Blackpool. Black pool. Two separate words. Just a little map, a little overview of where we are. We've parked here. You are here. Alright, so we have been to Poldhu Cove before on the channel. But it was a very, very windy day and the audio wasn't that great. So we thought we would come back because it is so beautiful and we fancied a pasty. So we thought, well, let's go to Gear Farm, get a pasty and bring it here. You right, AJ? States here, welcome to Poldhu. So just on our left, there's the Poldhu Beach Cafe. We will get a hot beverage in there shortly. We're just gonna walk down onto the sand, onto the beach, and consume our pasties because what is it? You know, is there a more beautiful place to eat a pasty? You found a rock? Oh yeah. Oh, a big square rock.
Yeah.
All right. I was just saying we were here, quite a while ago, a couple of years maybe, and the audio was so terrible. We were testing the new mic that we had at the time. Well, we still have it, we do use it sometimes, but the mic and the wind just really caught it and just rattled through the microphone. So I remember we had to put quite a lot of sort of music on that video and whatnot, and it's still a bit breezy today, but it is January. But yeah, we are but yeah, it's definitely more calm. We were going to perch on that wall and eat our pasty, but we thought, well, with the tide out, we'll actually head down a bit closer to the sea, kind of down there. There's a little rocky area. We'll find a little rock that we can perch on and eat our pasty. What have you found? Oh, oh, that's nice. Now, everyone else in my family was sensible because they wore welly boots. I've just got trainers. It's getting a bit wet down there. I'm just going to skip over the rocks to get to the destination. I don't know why I didn't wear welly boots. Who is excited for pasties?
I have the sausage.
You've got, so yeah, you two got sausage roll because you didn't fancy a pasty, did you? Right, what have we got here? Let's have a look. That must be, oh wow, look at the, gosh. Oh my goodness, that is what I call a sausage roll. Look at the size of that. So it's a very, look at Tilly's face. So kiddos, it's a very large sausage roll. So don't feel that you have to eat the entire thing.
Oh, yummy.
Is it yummy? Oh, look at this. Look at that oozement coming out of it. Look at the bottom. Oh, yes. This is the sign of something very special.
So in your pasty off,
Yeah.
he's scored 10, didn't
10
he?
out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, they were tied, in my opinion, at the time with Anne's pasties. But then it's also not forgetting that pasties can be a bit inconsistent, aren't they? You know, you can have pasties sometimes that are rock and roll one day and you go back the next day and they're not as good, so...
Yeah, let's see.
But yeah, Gear Farm pasty.
There's meat all the way through it. I'm just happy.
Pastry's lovely.
It's juicy.
Juicy. This isn't a pasty review video, by the way. We just wanted lunch and we thought we'd get a Gear Farm. Because for us,
Who doesn't drive an hour to get?
yeah, but for us, getting to Gear Farm is a bit of a faff because of where it is. So this, for us, isn't an everyday pasty. And we thought to ourselves, yeah, if we're going to go to Poldhu, let's get a lunch. And, oh, yeah. Yeah, literally, pasty perfection. I'm not going to go down any sort of scoring line like that. Been there, done that with these pasties. I'm just here to enjoy this thing of perfection and beauty. Now that is a real Cornish pasty. Oh no! Structural integrity! Ah! It's okay, my bag caught most of it. Okay, I have scooped up what fell out of it. Now I've just got to tackle this situation. Take 2 on that scene. Doing another photo. I can see why people drive for miles to get to Gear Farm. I know it's probably, you know, 'cause it's a bit of a mission to get to. We had to set the sat nav again, didn't we? Because we couldn't remember exactly how to get there.
Most of the way there, it's that last little bit.
That last little bit, isn't it? It's around like Morgan, isn't it? It's kind of back a Gweek, I would always say. But I can see why people do drive miles for a Gear Farm pasty. They are sensational. And like I said, this isn't some sort of pasty promotion video. We just wanted to have a decent pasty for lunch. So, you know. But anyway, highly recommend the Gear Farm pasty.
Can we go about see it?
Yeah, as long as we can see you. Okay, kids are going to have a bit of a play. They gave it a good crack, didn't they? But that was a massive sausage roll. So,
to be fair, I think that's the size of AJ's head.
It's not far off, yeah. So anyway, we are alone at last with this, or these rather. You know when you've hit like pasty gold dust, don't you? When you get to that last bit and you are still chomping through meat. Look at that. That is the best way to finish off a pasty. I think I've said before that like Camborne, you know, general, you know, like these sort of industrial areas, they make fantastic pasties. You know, Camborne pasties good. I know, Lizard Peninsula pasties, they take some beating, don't they? Between Gear Farm and Anne's pasties. Also going to try sausage roll from Gear Farm because the kids, again, understandably couldn't eat all of this. So this is apple. No, not apple. It might have apple, but it was apricot.
Oh, was it?
Because the other choice was had chilli in it,
yeah. And
I thought I probably wouldn't get that with the kiddos. So
very tasty. It's got, I would say, sage in it.
Yeah, that is one heck of a sausage roll. You got water in your wellies? Uh-oh. How beautiful is this? I've only got shoes on, so I'm obviously not going to go as far as Shelley did. But just how beautiful is this? I think I'm right in saying that's a nursing home. I believe that's a nursing home up there. I'll ask Shellbell in a minute, she'll know. I suppose if you've got to see out your twilight years in a nursing home. How beautiful's that? Beautiful. So when we were here a year or so ago, maybe a couple of years ago, and we had real issues with the audio, we walked up there and around that headland. What we're going to do this time is we're going to go in that direction. Question is, do we venture up there now, or do we have a hot chocolate or a coffee first? That geek building that way behind me, that's a nursing home, isn't it?
Yes, I believe it is.
I think it is, isn't it? I just said, I suppose if you've got to end your, you've got to live out your twilight years in a nursing home, not a bad place to do it. Good to know. There you go, you can learn to surf here at Poldhu. Here we go, we are now walking Telegraphy Cafe, and we're walking up behind that now, up the hill, and I'm going to pick up the coast path. Walking up the hill, we saw this square block-like structure all covered in like foliage and maybe some ivy up there and whatnot, and we wondered what it was. Shelley was wondering whether it was like maybe something that was military, maybe World War II era, possibly. Definitely a very good vantage point over the bay there. Or of course it could have just been like an old farm building, like a shed or something. I don't know. I don't know without looking more closely, but I'm not like, traversing this steep hill to get there. As always, just watch your footing because you don't want to go for a tumble. But look at that. How beautiful is that? Enjoying the view?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is beautiful.
I think that, not that you'll be able to see it particularly on the camera, is St Michael's Mount.
Yeah.
And then you've got Penzance and Newlyn.
All around, yeah.
But I don't know how well they're just sort of grey splodges on that.
Definitely. Right, beside Matilda, there's a little sign that states Coast Path. So we're going to head down there, walk along a little, not too far, maybe like, I don't know, like quarter of a mile, nothing too outrageous. But there's a view of the care home, the Poldhu care home, which is quite an impressive building. I assume that was maybe I don't know, like a hotel or something back in the day. That would be my guess. I mean, look at it, it's quite hotel-like, isn't it? That wouldn't have been built as a care home, that's what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't have thought so. I'm going to go for a hotel. I reckon that was a hotel.
Okay.
Whoa! Don't look down, eh? So just be careful because it gets a bit steep here, Tilly, alright? Oh, yeah, I don't know what that is. Some sort of
Grave.
I don't think it's a grave.
It's a grave for people who died.
I'm not sure if it's a grave for people that fell. I don't know what that is. Some sort of like foundation of something. What do you think, Mama Bear? Any ideas of what that could be?
It might have been related to
That square
thing
box
that you
thing
found
up there.
up
Do you think it's
there was-
potentially military?
there
I
was
suppose there is like a dugout bit here, isn't it? It is. Whether there was more of it once and it overlooked here, I suppose that's feasible, isn't it? I don't know. If you know what that is, let me know in the comments. And if you know what that one is up there, that square block, let me know in the comments. We think military.
Seal, just saw a seal.
You saw a seal?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Seal.
There's definitely something out there. Tilly thinks she saw like a seal. Shelley thinks she saw something as well. So looking back in towards Poldhu, we think, pretty sure that the next cove over is Gunwallow. I think like that in there is Gunwallow. Another view of the care home. Magnificent views they must have from those windows. Wonder how expensive it is there a week. A little bit windy here on the audio, so apologies for that. This is all the Marconi Centre. Obviously there's like transmitters there. Not going there today's probably closed anyway, but what's going on?
This is our armchair.
Your armchair?
Yeah, it's really soft.
Oh, okay. Right, shall we carry on?
Hold on a minute.
We're just going to walk to that monument and then back, because it's getting quite windy. The kids are getting a bit ridiculous. I've taken off my hat for a minute because the wind level has picked up for sure. But there's the other side. There's the Marconi Centre, which we will go to one day. I'm definitely going no further. Definitely not. So it's a good reminder that on a lot of our coastal paths, not all of them are like fenced and whatnot to, you know, to kind of separate the walkway and the actual drop. So you always got to keep your wits about you a little bit, particularly if you've got small kids, because, you know, they might, well, very backlit from this angle, but this is as far as we're going to go. We're just going to go to this monument and then head back. Obviously Mullion, if you keep going in that direction, Mullion Cove and whatnot. I think you need to clean that up a little bit. Look at all that like moss on the side. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it states here, from the Marconi Company's Poldhu Station in 1923 and 1924, Charles Samuel Franklin, inventor of the Franklin beam aerial, directed his shortwave wireless beam transmission to, however you pronounce Marconi's first name because he was Italian, on his yacht Electra, cruising in the South Atlantic. The epoch-making results of these experiments laid the foundation of modern high-speed radio telegraphic communication to and from all quarters of the globe. I obviously did end up reading all of that. It states here on the other side, the Poldhu wireless station was used by the Marconi Company for the first trans-oceanic service of wireless whatever that word is, which was opened, I can't get my words out, with a second Marconi station at Glace Bay in Canada in 1902. What? Sheldon, why can't I say that word? Telegraphy. Why can't I say it? Can you say it? Telegraphy. Why can't we say that word? Telegraph. I don't think that's right. Telegraphy. Is it? You know, we're looking ridiculous now on YouTube. We'll maybe edit that out. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'll just leave that as one long ridiculous take. Telegraphy. It's telegraphy, isn't it? It's not telegraphy.
Because if it was that, it would just be telegraph, wouldn't it?
Telegraphy.
So why is it not telegraphy?
Telegraphy. I don't.
Telly, let's do it like we're teaching AJ. Graph.
Telegraphy. It's not it's telegraphy. Telegraphy. Shelley, you've got a degree. Why can't you say that word?
Because my degree is not in communications.
And from this point, there is a footpath to Mullion Village. And again, there's another view there of the Marconi station. Yeah, we'll try and find out when it's open, and we'll go over at some point.
Back when? They were pretty clever.
Well, that's right, but it's also the Telegraph Museum at Cornwall, isn't it?
We can link that.
We'll link that recipe.
God, you've lost your brain today. haven't you?
Video. We'll link that video.
Down below. And we'll come back. We will come back to the Marconi Centre.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's interesting, yeah.
it's quite interesting. So the first global communications.
Some human centipede going on down there.
The first global communications left here. Went to Canada.
I know, amazing.
Very clever.
Yeah. Right, we're going to head back to Poldhu Cove, the beach cafe, and pick up a little treat, maybe a hot chocolate, a coffee. I don't know. I don't know whether I fancy a hot chocolate or a coffee. One of the two. Okay, made it back to the cafe. So we're going to get a little beverage and maybe a little treat. They do have like a little shop here as well with some little bits and pieces in. Some like surfy bits and whatnot. Some mugs.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, look, there's little crabs. You got one of those at home, little crab lobster things, isn't it? AJ's got one, yeah. So here we go, a little bit of stuff here for the surf company and whatnot. Alright, nice. What I've ended up here, like a hot chocolate festooned in Cadbury's buttons. You've got a salty caramel ice cream, haven't you, Age?
Yeah.
Is it nice? Matilda, what did you end up with?
Cookie cream.
Good. Yeah, and you had same hot chocolate, but you had like a Reese's
Peanut butter.
peanut butter on top. Nice. I suppose we need to start a little bit with a spoon, because that's not going to be possible to like drink, is it, without getting like cream all over your nose? Have you started yours?
I'm trying to figure my way in.
Mummy, do you know how
What's
you
your
make waffle
opinion on
cream?
wooden cutlery? I don't like wooden cutlery.
You don't like it, do you?
No, it's a funny feeling on your, like, I like wooden cutlery. Do you like it?
It doesn't offend me in a
Mummy,
way
do you
that
know
No.
how a waffle cream is made? So we actually... Do you like it?
Relatively hot. We quite often find that you get like lukewarm hot chocolates, don't you?
Yeah.
But it's alright. We're going to leave the video there. I do hope you enjoyed it. Do highly recommend popping down to Poldhu Cove if you've never been here before, down on your holidays and whatnot. Yeah, come on down to Poldhu. It's beautiful. Car park, however, would get a bit full, or does get a bit full in the summer, so do be aware of that. You need to get here early. But what a beautiful place. Don't forget to do all the usual YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, smash the bell. Check us out on all of our socials at The Bright Side. So from us to you, cheers and gone.